This is my personal learning network. I made it with NetVibes, and I like this particular website to make my personal learning network because it was relatively easy to use, it was easy to format, easy to change backgrounds, and it had a bunch of things that I would use. Problems with this particular one is that a lot of the widgets I tried out didn't work, especially email widgets and things like that. So there are a few bugs, and hopefully I can learn more about it and learn about the widgets and how they're formed. Okay, so this is the beginning of my personal learning network. This is the home page. You can tell by it saying home up there, and I put a little house next to it. On my home page, I have the weather for my current location. I have a to-do list, which is organized by personal, which is pink. Blue, red, and green are different classes that I'm taking right now, what I have to do until I graduate on Friday. And the last thing that I have on my homepage is my Twitter. It gives me a bunch of news on pretty much everything around the world. I have Wall Street Journal, I have CNN, BBC News, New York Times, Al Jazeera, pretty much every news I could possibly follow, because I don't have cable, and that's really important to keep up to date with that kind of stuff. Alright, so the next tab is the personal tab, and it can be seen up here, and hopefully this loads. There we go. And on my personal tab, I put a few things that I really go to as often as possible. For example, Facebook. I go to Facebook as often as possible. I don't know why. It's such a waste of time. But it does keep me connected with a bunch of people I really want to stay connected with. Instagram's great. I can download my own pictures, and I can download other people's pictures, which is nice. And I have my Pinterest, and it just keeps me up to date with all the things that are happening on Pinterest because it always changes. The next tab that I have is a professional tab, and I tried to make it more about education and other things like that. So I have a few different widgets on here. The first one is my LinkedIn account. I am still learning how to use LinkedIn. I'm not very good at it. I have about 10 followers, I think. I'm not really sure how it works. I made it last year, and I just started actively using it for the past few weeks. The next one is AOL Mail. For some reason, all the AOL Mail widgets weren't working, but this one finally did. I don't get a lot of emails in that yet, so hopefully that'll change pretty soon when I get a job. Then I have Google Docs and spreadsheets. Right now they're not showing up. They haven't showed up on the iPad yet, but they do show up on the regular computer. And then last I have bookmarks. And this is great because I got to put a bunch of websites that I learned from this class in here. And I can look through them and delete or add things that I would like to look at often in the future. So right now I have a few different, I can search tags and other things like that, but I have a few different websites and blogs located in here. On this particular page I have 3 blogs. I think I put them in ABC order. And then I have the standards, and you can click next and go to all the other websites that I have on there. And my last but not least, my 4th tab is news for science and technology. I like to put these up here because I like to peruse different publications on science and things like that. My brother gets the Popular Science magazine, and he is very particular about his magazines and books being folded, and I'd rather just use the internet one. But this is basically another personal one, but more news related. So that's my personal learning network in a nutshell. Thank you.